Welcome to episode 256 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. Could be doing anything, but you're here, and I'm quite grateful for that. All right, as always. Sunday, hope you've had a good weekend. Why are my screens? Where's this bright light coming from? Hold on. Things are a little off tonight. All right, so with Bitcoin, well, we had that little crappy rally yesterday on no volume, weekend warrior volume. And since then, we've just kind of been down sloping. Just had a bearish engulfing candle a couple candles ago. And hey, impulse up. Is this down sloping consolidation? I don't know, man. Just kind of whatever. It could do anything, right? With such low volume. But I'll tell you this. You can clearly see us failing to break above that 20 MA again. Rejecting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 6 times we've rejected the 20 MA using it as resistance. Very well could dump again, break down. First target's going to be that 31.30 area where we broke, and broken hit on Thursday or Friday. Okay, so zooming out, we're just in that larger channel. Not really a big deal. Very well respected channel, but channels within channels, channelception, man. All right, low on price, lower low on price. You do have some bullish divergence, which is good. You're continuing from this low to this low to this low. You're making higher levels of relative strength every single time now. So that's good. That does mean impending price action reversal to the upside. But again, it's bear market, and look what we're doing. Also, we fell below that 32.21 area, which was a critical horizontal line support that stemmed back to, I think, September of 2017. We're below that. We're actually back in the resistance zone, using it as resistance. We're failing to break back above it, which is not good. You're back testing a critical hold support, and it's now resistance. That is not good. Okay, so not much changed since yesterday, but that's no surprise at all with it being the weekend. Okay, so that's it, man. Is everyone worried about the stream? What's up, SD, Vincent Wilson, man, Anthony Rossano, Jamie Ragsdale, the Golden Voice Jesus man. What's up, dude? Sam Easy. Hey, Princess Riley. Good to see you. Calvert Cluckin, Brian Griffin, Ben's 420. What's up, Dan and Melissa? Hope y'all are staying warm in Iowa. All right, playing Mississippi State, I believe. So it's coming. Bowl games have already started. Well, we got another one in a couple days. What, Tuesday, I think, the next bowl game. So always fun with that. Zed Zerps, hello. Mark Foster, Edward Park, so dude. Jacob Schultz, you are Luke's father. I know someone said that right one time. You were getting, is it bad? You were getting mod anxiety thinking I wasn't going to stream tonight at LandCap. It could be bad. It could be bad. Sometimes there are things that are just literally out of my hands. I can't do anything about it, all right? So, what's up, Rezi? Good afternoon. What's up? What is it, James Glenn? Sometimes when you're home alone, you like to hide under the bed and pretend you're a carrot. Didn't Macaulay Culkin do that same thing, man? He was into carrots. And what was it? Buzz's girlfriend, man? Ugh, gross. She was gross, man. Benjamin is also a carrot. What's up, dude? Dev, T94, man. Look great, man. Just getting through chat. Almost done. Matrix M, Jesse Thompson, Moss. What's up, dude? Handy Rams. Are you the only one that's bullish? I mean, it just depends on the time frame. I guess, like, are you short-term bullish? Which, there's nothing ever wrong with being short-term bullish here, right? In certain situations when it calls for it on, the MACD on a daily time scale. But look, man, of course, look, you low on price on a daily, on a swing low, another low on price, a lower low, with almost no negative momentum, and then we have lower prices with positive momentum. That's crazy, man. That's super crazy. All right, that is a form of exhaustion you're seeing. Okay, so that's it, man. A lot of rejection. Yesterday's close, right?
Big win for Philly over the Rams. People still learning Chinese with bounds.
Y'all people gonna learn Chinese as kills for a living. Thanks for the 333. Big deal, big win, man, right? With the big win, those poor Rams, dude. Didn't they just play? What was it? They played like on Monday night or something. They had to. I guess it's been like a week, so it just doesn't feel like it, right? Maybe it was Thursday. I can't remember, dude. What's up, head of the table?
What up, El Rey? What is up, crypto fam? New week, new opportunity to make US gains. Do not get trapped.
Hey, Mr. Danny, man, thanks for the $5 contribution. Much love, dude. Really appreciate that. Yeah, let's not get wrecked, man. Always opportunity, but when will that opportunity for a long come to be? Because we are so far away from the 20-day moving average 3606 still. It's $400 off your faster scale MA. It's just ridiculous, man, right? We've all got integrity, Anthony. But thanks again, Mr. Damon, for all the support and love. You've been around forever, dude. And I can't express how grateful I am for you to be a part of this community. Right? Bart Simpson? Yeah. Maybe right. It just looks like a lower high to me, right? Lower high. I mean, that's not really proportional, right? These proportional, like we're down here, this move down, not near as proportional as these. This one looks more proportional, right? 1, 2, 3, and pretty much hit the measured move when we dumped, right? That's crazy. If you don't know, we did some education on certain patterns. We do that from time to time. So, you know, it was yesterday, right? We did it last night. So, George Yu says Bitcoin is $5 more than when you woke up this morning. Oh my God, man! Oh my God. So, Mac Pants, man. Nokia. New crypto update. Hello. Graham Moron. Hit him in the hyene. Aaron M. Hello. Chaylin. What's up, man? Just getting through chat. Almost done. We're just kind of going back and forth and stuff. So, DJ Joe Public. What's up, dude? What's up, Fu? Zongi. Princess Riley loves the Irwin's coffee. I think it was just Irwin coffee. Princess Riley. What's up, Claudio? You like the hat, Sean Coons? Thanks, man. And Ben John's loving the music. That sounds really good, man. Really. We look at the weekly close. Nick, sure, man. Weekly. Dude, Dan and Melissa, thank y'all so much for the $24.20. Y'all are freaking fantastic. I gotta get that thing set up. Anything over 20 has the longer Jesus chimes. I do apologize. I haven't when I remember the double chimes. I had to change everything. It just hadn't been fixed. So thanks so much for the 24.20. That is fantastic. I can't express the gratitude. Right? Just all y'all are just so good to me. All right. It's truly humbling. It really is. So let's take a look at that the weekly close. What we did, we had the weekly close below the critical support. Looking left. You can't even, there's not even support on the weekly. There's daily support, but there's no weekly support, right? So we just kind of closed right here. So the real support on the weekly is at 3,000. That's your next support on the weekly. So look at the weekly at way back. September 2017. Holy crap, yeah. So that's your next real support on a weekly time scale. It was just, hey look, the negative momentum is still the highest level on the close, just a few hours ago. So it looks like hey though, you know what we did do on the weekly? Holy crap, y'all, look, we had a close above that 200-week moving average. That's the only thing you got going for you. We've been talking about that, was it that 3188 area? Here you go. We fell below it, bounced, and that close just slightly below. There you go, man. What else? Oh my god, the audio's so... Oh my god, man. It's so... Sorry, y'all. It's just like when the song changes and I'm like literally trying to focus on the actual stream and not focus on the decibel levels. It just sucks sometimes. It'd probably be easier for me if I wore headphones or something, but that just looks weird. So. to the cave. Have a good one, Mark, man. Thanks for tuning in. Sir Newton. Yep. There you go. Bradford answered it for you, Sir Newton, man. If you're worried about the Discord steps we took, just understand it's precedence. Okay, precedence. XRP to USD. Okay, here's XRP, man. We had that downsloping channel. We broke out of it, and we're using the 20 MA as a resistance. That's bearish. Even though with the bearish price action we're showing along those MAs, you've got bullish divergence on the 4-hour time scale, as well as the MACD daily bullish divergence. What's up, Jeff, St. Louis, man? Thanks for this, dude. So, there are ways to think about this, right? You can use any kind of swing high, but if you were to use the true swing high from this move down, this downtrend, it would be up here from November 6th. Long way we could retrace, but again, man, Bitcoin wants to dump, man. XRP is going to go with it. We saw that XRP and Litecoin are looking pretty good, breaking out of their respected downtrends, right? They're out, but that doesn't mean anything until you start making higher highs than your previous highs, which we are not doing right now. Okay, so again, like looking at the daily, that's what I'm talking about right here. Okay, here you go. Look at all the like the lows, the divergence, right? Still looking pretty weak. I don't know. Still looks like you have divergence on the daily here. Low to the lower low. I don't know why this is here. What's up, Bruno, man? Thanks for subbing on YouTube. Jeez, man. Thanks, dude. Welcome. So you can clearly see that divergence kind of actually forming on the tail end of the MACD. Divergence, again, that RSI divergence, okay? So there you have it, man. It looks like it could be poised for a move to the upside. Lower risk areas down here, of course. There's so much tremendous selling, going from 57 cents all the way down to 29 cents at critical support levels with all the divergence. Meh. Hey, look. Okay, so when I got rid of it, I guess this one was not. I've been formatting the visibility of these, so you can't see it on the daily, only on the hours. 4 hour, right? Perfect. Okay, so I no longer can sit down on the daily. That's it. So, all right, man. That's your Ripple. Let's go to Ethereum real quick. Ethereum. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so here's Ethereum. Zooming in here. All right. Just get rid of that real quick. Keeping the eye on the prize, right? Anchor point 1 and 2 on the bottom, then just 3 on the top. Why do we choose these coordinates? It made sense. The heartline support, or support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, and now resistance again. This is the market interpretation with this channel and these equidistant trend lines. All right, you can see the respect on both sides. So anyway, just in a downtrend right now at critical areas of support, 82 bucks. You break 82 bucks, there's not really any support until until $55 or so. Like legit, man, this is like a cliff. You're hanging off a cliff, Ethereum. You're failing to break above the 50 MA. You can't do it, nor can you break above the heart line. You can't make higher highs. You're making lower highs every single time. All right, you are showing bullish divergence on the 4 hour and I think the daily. Yeah, you're showing that daily divergence, right? Lower prices, higher levels of relative strength, but that's it, all right? Okay. So just no telling, man. Look, you're low on price, lower low on price, no negative momentum, and now you've got lower lows with positive momentum. That's kind of bullish. All right, that means your negative momentum, your selling pressure is completely exhausted. Alright. Where'd my music go, man? Is it really like that slow? Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay. So there are your big three, right? That nasty downtrend, so gross, man. But you gotta get what I'm saying, though, about all three of them. Tremendous selling for the past month, going on 5 weeks now. And eventually you're always gonna retrace. No matter what kind of crappy market it is, you're gonna get some sort of retrace. And it's gonna screw a lot of shorts over that are FOMOing, thinking we're just gonna go down to 50 immediately. What if we retraced to 100 bucks before dumping to 50, right? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, and it's not irrational to believe so with the daily oscillators. With that now with the 4-hour oscillators too, right? Like low on price, low on price, lower levels, negative momentum, man. Just like it's everywhere, dude. Divergence. But we'll see when. Will the TA be respected? If the TA is respected, we should probably upside at some point soon on a daily time scale. That's it. Some more chat. Do you think we can see 3,500 this week, Handy Rams, man? I mean, maybe again, daily time scale, positive momentum on lower lows. Dude, something's gonna give, man. All right. Just wear earplugs, Benjamin, man. Still looks weird there, right? You know, I know, but it's like. It's normally pretty manageable, the decibel levels on the music. But yeah, it happens. Yeah, congratulations again to Bradford for getting engaged, man. That's fantastic. Hey, Mr. Kanatoma, what's up, dude? What's going on, dude? I'm sorry to hear that, Zitzers, man. Hey, Robin Gomez. What's up, dude? What's happening, man? Alright. Well, I think people forgot that this show's like a request show. Like, you request, like, S-Coins, but just to seem like anyone wants S-Coins analyzed, right? So, okay. I guess we can do... Give me a sec. I'm gonna move something. Pull something up. Just loading. Thanks, Eric, man. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. Remember the chart? Which chart was it? Oh yeah, such a dumpster fire, man. Guess we look at EOS or whatever random scrub coin. Alright, EOS zooming out. Big old dumpster fire. You've been in a bearish trend for a long time, since late April. Well, the top in late April. Then the selling began, and we never saw prices like that ever again, not even close. Eventually just prolonged our stay with this triangle, and eventually dumped and made our move. And you can clearly see the measured move of that triangle to 11. We fell below it, hit the heart line and bounced and formed this little upsloping consolidation. We're actually out of it right now at $1.98. And that psychological that rounded $2 number, we're just floating around that right now. So see, we had it like this. Now it's just still up sloping, right? Kind of weird. But you should expect something like that, man. After so much incessant selling, you should see just people eventually just get tired of selling. Like, okay, there's just not enough people selling anymore. Okay, all the people that wanted to sell were selling. Other people are just holding on to it for now. I mean, you need to look how oversold we were. We're at 16 on the RSI before we bounced. It happens, man. It happens. What are you even mad about hitting a measured move of a crazy large triangle? The next target. See what we're doing really? We're just back testing that $2 range, which is a horizontal line. Old support, resistance, I believe. Yeah, it's back testing, back from August 5th. 2017. We did, it was a support, now it's resistance again, when it was resistance before. Okay, we break that, most likely coming down to 148 to 142. Okay, $1.48. Remember when EOS at one time, what was it, 30 something? What was its all-time highs? It used to be, it was at $23 one time, and now it's at $1.98, dude. FOMO is so bad. Buying into speculative assets I mean, we're talking like no real intrinsic value here, okay?
El Rey. No requests BC, you have taught us to wait for pattern development. We are all learning LOL. Then we will all be screaming to look at our beanie babies to stay inverse repped.
Majay, man, thanks for the $5 contribution. Hey, maybe. That's all I try to do, man. I just go live. I've been doing it for like a year almost, and have a lot of fun hanging out with y'all and just trying to be a positive influence in your lives, right? And who could hate that? Well, evidently some people hate that, right? So, thanks, Mr. Dan, man. Much love, dude, alright? You say TA could be so random, Zed, man? Market cap so small. I mean, yeah. Market cap has shrunk tremendously. What is it right now? What was it? Literally today. Market cap is sitting at 103 billion. Holy crap, man. Nice haircut, right, that we've seen the past month. But because just like a month, maybe 5 weeks ago, we were at 200 billion. All right, so with such low volume, you could expect the market cap to continue bleeding out. You could continue seeing Bitcoin and many other alts depreciating value for quite some time. All right, until big volume comes in to change things, to turn things around. For now, it's not good. I wish it was less bleak than that, but that's crypto for now. Jeez, man, bat just false breaking out of that triangle. Huh. Really weird, dude. We haven't looked at this one in a minute. So bat, that triangle, right? I couldn't believe we broke out. But all we did when we broke out was get around that 382 and made even more bearish divergence. All this divergence, okay. And then we dumped, fell to the bottom of the triangle, and then ran up. And look, you can clearly see the old sell wall is back up. Okay, failed twice now, again. So just still in the parameters of it, all right? I don't know which way this thing's gonna break, but bearish market, right? We had the crazy run up that was leading up to the Coinbase listing, right? Getting listed on Coinbase, and then we dumped. We got as high as, what was it? As high as a high we saw from January of this year, great FOMO levels. We were up there. We did not make all-time highs, though. It was a little bit higher. So crazy that we broke out of the downsloping channel just to run up to hit old highs before dumping. All right, dumping into an ascending triangle with a false breakout. Now we're still inside that triangle. That's literally it. All right, so lower highs than your previous high, but higher lows. All right, man. It's kind of just all that's going on right now. Leaving it alone until we make the move. We have not made the big move yet. Mark, man. There you go. To add some more of these coins to my watch list, so when I'm scanning I can update them normally. One sec. Oh boy, this sucks. It's pretty normal though. BQX, Mr. Majesty, man. I don't really. I mean, just look at the TA on it. So we had a wedge. We broke out of the wedge, but went nowhere. Ended up getting bearish divergence. We're now invalidating that crap. If you zoom out, you can clearly see what we got going on. Just this large downsloping channel since January, right, man? Respected pretty well on the heart line. and the 75. Okay, so just sticking with this for now. You're just near the bottom, right, of the channel. Good God, in the midst of it. Fib extension wise, you from a low to high, we kept selling off. We kind of jumped or rebounded from that 1618, but overall it just kept selling off, just crapping around, and now we're breaking down to these lows. Man, it sucks, dude. What's over here? VQX, all-time lows on Binance chart, all-time lows, and fib extensions be danged. Okay, be danged. We could do more shorter term fibs though, from your low to high, and there you go. From that, your most recent low to high, the 1618 is what we're bouncing off of. Very bearish trend, man. Of course, yeah, you're getting some bullish divergence. Oh my God, some major bullish divergence on your RSI, and you're getting, yep, you're getting more divergence on your MACD. But okay, bearish trend, very, very bearish trend. No real pattern development, I don't see, man. All right, probably just plot it like 1 and 2. Just kind of like that, 3 and 4, whatever. I don't know what happened if we lifted this up. Didn't really do much, would it? Went in like that, we get all those touch points. Yeah, if you do it like that, candle body close, 2 wicks, and another candle body close, you get some resistance in the heart line. So it seems like 1 and 2, we did not quite hit the bottom of the channel. Huh. So if you are to bounce here, which I don't know if you are, man, like there's no reason to believe we would be bouncing the upside besides the divergence where we go. I mean, it could be so bad that we could hit 34.84 before dumping again. It's just, you're not probably going to go anywhere. This market's bearish. This thing look nothing good about this chart. It just looks very, very bearish, right, man? Wow. Hold on. Sweet, man. All right, got that. Can we check the cardboard box charts, Herbert, man? Yeah, we're looking at it right now. This cardboard box. That's what it is. See, it looks like box, but they misspelled it. All right, cardboard box to Bitcoin. Thanks, Zidzers, man. Much love. Remember to hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you are enjoying the show tonight on this Sunday evening. We've all had a great weekend, alright? Wait, that was to BTC, my bad. I don't even know if we've looked at the US dollar pair. No? I don't think we have, man. Guess we can go to it. I knew I probably had not looked at that. I mean, should I look at Binance or just Bittrex? I don't. Right. Here we go. Here we are on waves to the US dollar. Someone asked. I really don't know how this is gonna go. As far as scaling sucks, when you double click, sometimes it doesn't. It's not always how it works. Okay, sometimes when you double click, it does bug out pretty bad. All right, so just be patient with me. I got to trial and error, man. Looking at a chart, never really looked at. Okay, so probably use this one, not that big. Just gonna try things out. Huh. Actually, use the wick. Can't you use the wick? Actually, looks like if you use the wick, it might even make sense. Somewhat. Right, you just got anchor point 1 and you can barely see the first one, but 1 and 2 and then 3 here, not the wick. And it's anchor point 4 down here instead of this one. We could have used the other one, or we could have used neither, but the neither doesn't make any sense in my opinion. All right, not really. The wick actually makes sense. You can see the touch points you get. You can see here and here. And then resistance at the heart line. And then kind of falling below it, bounced, and now we're right, breaking above that 75% trend line. As you can see, we used it as a resistance one time, a lot of failure before dumping. So what is US dollar? Still in a downtrend, believe it or not, man. But hey, nice to see us, you know, after this low to this low. I'm sure we had daily divergence of some sort, right? Daily. And no. Wow, we didn't even. Okay, here it is. From this low to the lowest low, we did have some bullish divergence. That's it, though. That's like nothing. That's all you had. Daily, the RSI was bearish convergence. We had 10.5 when we dumped to these prices just below. What is this? Below $1, and now we're at 250. That's crazy, man. All right, crazy stuff. So, good fib. Definitely want to fib. Swing high up here. Swing low. We're just approaching the 236. So we're talking about a major retrace just from your most previous daily major swing high to swing low. We haven't even hit the 23% retrace. That's 273. That sounds crazy. It seems crazy to believe, right? But in a bear trend, there's a chance that we might not even break the 236 before dumping again. All right, so just be mindful. I love the volume that came in, but we've seen volume come into all kinds of S coins before they dump to lower lows. All right, Binance chart, lowest lows of all time. All right, whatever, man. There's really, if you're looking at a daily time scale, there's no other place to fib. If you want, the only other place you can fib would be right here, just right next to that stupid crazy wick. All right, if you do that, you're right at the 236. Okay. You're showing some daily bearish divergence, just slightly, just a little bit, and it could get invalidated. But for now, you are showing some divergence, just a little bit. Nicholas Brabant, man, that was for you, dude. Okay. Kind of to the market cap. What's the ticker again, DJ man? You should not cut your hair or shave until the next bull run, Zed Surfman. Hey, dude, you could. Just depends. If you don't have an employer, then you could probably get away with it. Monk S. Mark Foster, yes. Monk S. CL Miranda says I should look into a compressor or limiter on music about reducing the different decibels in between tracks. Huh. CL Miranda, that's a great idea. So yeah, compressor. Compressor limiter. I'm saying OBS might have one. Because it's like, I don't know, I mean, if I compress it, then like the other things like the chimes and the TTS might be too quiet, right? Because those need to be louder than the music. So I think that might affect that, and it might also make that quiet, too quiet. It's true. YouTube mobile chat sucks. Just kind of tell me what's wrong with it. Is it broken? Crypto Yeti, man, you want to look at that? Dude, I'm kind of interested too, man. Just continuing up, right? Continuing up. Okay, so we're in that little, you know, we broke out of the downtrend we've been in forever, for like months, since May, and then we just formed this slightly upsloping channel. I think about 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 on the top side. All right, so what are we doing on the daily? You're making higher prices with lower levels of positive momentum. That's bearish, but if we go into the 4 hour, we can see that rising wedge, right? Plotted this before. All right. 1, 2, 3. One sec, all right. Just go to white. We're gonna get rid of the channel so you can see what I'm talking about here. I'm just so surprised. We're still rolling, man. This thing eventually will, you know, the time will come when the reckoning will be at hand for TRX with I don't know, man, your divergence you're seeing on the MACD with the pattern near the very top of some sort of well-respected upsloping channel. All right, it's just asking to get wrecked. All right, we already talked about the measure move. I don't know why none of this saved. Maybe I picked it up on another screen. 49 sat move, man. It's like a 12.5% dump if we dropped anywhere. So 49 cents from that spot. 49 sats puts you right around the heart line of the little channel, right, that's been respected before. Okay. So understand TRX to BTC, great that it's running up like this, but the way it's running up doesn't look very healthy. All right, it doesn't look like proper consolidation. Or, I mean, look, impulse up. How do you consolidate? You're consolidating because we know we're contracting on our price action and we're upsloping, so it's a rising wedge. It's bearish. It looks very bearish, right? What's up, Joey B? Jake Williams, hello, man. Boom Crypto Yeti, you got it, dude. Here's your Tron Connect, dude. Mobile chat is limited. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It'll quiet the loudest parts and raise the quieter parts. Interesting. The link app. Interesting. Dude, when I looked at Costco, man, I guess it didn't save. I don't know. Yeah, dude, dumpster, man. Dumpster. Completely dumpster fire. We could look at Costco. Yeah, it's good. Eva, though, I'm sure you've seen Costco. We talked about it. It had an earnings miss, I believe, recently. Had a really bad day. You know, down 9%. One of the worst performers on Friday, along with Johnson & Johnson. Right. Let's go back daily. Big old dumpster, man. Right, you had a channel. I think you're out of the channel now. All right. You can clearly see we had an uptrend, and then we just the velocity, new velocity, like another layer, another level of buyers came in. The accumulation level changed the angle of ascension we were seeing, right? And that's really what happened. So we could plot a channel. We broke out of that channel, I think, at one point. I think that's literally what happened. Jeez. You can try from the bottom first. It's kind of like that. You can see like we broke out of it. Yeah, man, I mean, that's about it, really. That's kind of how it was going. I think that you can see that breakout, man. What I'm talking about, though, is what everything else has kind of been doing. Yep, that's it, man. There's a bunch of other things. We just had like this crazy run up, and we've just fallen out of it, right? Just completely fell out of it. Fell below that 200-day moving average on extremely high volume. We haven't seen volume like that since December of last year. So it's been a year since we've seen this much volume come in to Costco. The negative momentum, big spike, just started getting it. I think that we can't make any declaration of divergence yet just because there just hadn't been enough data that's come out, right? So that's it. You see clear breakout, gap down. All right. That's it on Costco. Let's go from swing low to swing high, though. See our Fibonacci, low to high. We just surpassed the 382. Our common retrace zone. There you go, between 186 and 208.79. All right, could be anywhere between. That's it. So my restream broke, dude. It's weird. Okay, restream broke. There it is, dude, right? There it is. We found it, guys. We found it. Whoa, it lagged out. It's crazy, man. Jeez, man. It was just freaking out, dude. You're stuck in a short from Saturday? What was your reason for going short or long at all on the weekend, man? I don't know. It's just very low volume. No trading desks are open around the around the world, so just kind of a rough, man. All right. Well, what ticker you want, blue, man? What ticker do you? So also it depends on your audio routed in OBS. Yeah, unfortunately it's I don't know, the audio isn't set to my system. It's YouTube, so it kind of it's not like super augmentable, I guess you could say, for those tracks that I'm playing right now. So Pamp it. Is that true, man? Pump it, dude. Alright, yeah, anyway, so Costco. Big moves and bearish, alright, on earnings. While the macro is doing terrible, right? That's same with Johnson & Johnson, right? Johnson & Johnson got wrecked. One of its worst days in years, many years. And it's a big portion of that blend of the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones dumped because Johnson & Johnson dumped, but then emotions were high, so more people were selling out of Johnson & Johnson. Just, you know, it's kind of like my dad was saying, it's kind of like a people are saying you're gonna die, even though all you did was have a cavity, right? The whole story about Johnson & Johnson, right? The lawsuits. It's not gonna kill them. They're gonna be okay. It's just people are really, really emotional, especially when it comes to asbestos and being in baby powder, right? Good stuff, man. Yeah. Alright. I don't even know, we missed the local on the 8th, but it's because I was so late to the stream. Alright. All in on asbestos coin. Well, EVA, is it the coin? Or is it asbestos and asbestos, right? it should be ANA, not J&J now, right? Well, when you admit your baby powder has asbestos in it, and it had it in there for years, I think since 2014 or something. I think that's what also happened. So, what's up, HG, dude? Glad you made it in here, dude. What happened, Anthony, man? What kind of screen are you talking about? BRN. Okay. BRN 1. Yeah, this thing looks like all the other oil charts, man. It's like you had that nice upslipping channel and you like... You dumped, you broke it. Well, dang, dude. You just broken it. Right, hey, what do we do? 50 to 62% retrace. Let me guess, right? Let me guess the major retrace. High to low, 61.8% retrace. There you go. You're hitting your fib, man. There you go, man. Channel, you're breaking out. Wow, dude. On the daily, got as low as 16 on the RSI on the sell-off. Huge dump, man. But if we go to the weekly, I think there's a reason why we did that, right? Weekly. Yep, there's the... Oh, my God. Yeah, we could just go look at another chart if you want, man. But you can see here, man. Look. High on price. Higher high on price. Highest high on price. Look at this. Bearish. Right here. High on price, higher high on price. Lower levels of relative strength every time. Triple RSI, triple MACD, bearish divergence. Add a 618 fib node. Understand the coinciding variables, right? Coinciding. You can barely see it here, but if you look, the volume did recede a little bit. We had a little bit of receding volume, so everything was... You don't even have to have chart patterns here. But I think you might have had one anyway. I think you might have had a chart pattern anyway. Probably a ascending broadening wedge of some sort, right? Yeah. You can clearly see the impulse and then the volatility picked up and then we started diverging, right? Our price action. So that, what is it? How do you play them? How do you play these ascending broadening wedges? Remember your target. Your target always on these patterns is the bottom of, it's the beginning of the the bottom of the pattern or the beginning of the pattern, whatever you want to say. This is where when we break out bearishly, someone would exit a short position or at least move a stop up to this area. But look what we're doing. We broke below it. We're running up, failing to break above that $61 area, $62 area. Okay, so bearishly haraming this past week. All right, so there you go, man. Let's look at the fib extension from the low to high. Have not even hit the 1272 yet. That's your secondary target, right? Your primary target's simple, right? It's just your bottom of the pattern. Secondary target's going to be the fib extensions from the low to the high of the pattern, 5510. We're not quite there yet. We're stalling a little bit. Why? We just got a little bit oversold. Very high spike in negative momentum on the weekly. Haven't seen a spike like that since January, December 2014, 2015. All right, so it's been years since we've seen this much selling pressure. All right. So they have, man, the good daily, I guess. So remember, if you don't have any, if you're really high, remember if you had a big breakdown, you're running up, you're retracing, clearly you can still see, we're still only about 50%, 40% of the way moving up from that previous swing high. Go to the weekly. The weekly will tell you things. Seriously. All right. There you go, man. Looks even better on the freaking daily. Alright, it's not the touch points you want. I think you want 3 on both sides. You only got 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and then 2 on the top, right? So it wasn't technically Bulkowski's favorite pattern. Didn't meet the criteria, but it's sure as heck played out well enough, and you'd have yielded good gains on the breakout to the first target, which is the bottom, right? Sweet, man. Wait. Sorry, scroll through some chat real quick. Oh, we had 100 likes yet? So we can throw the fireworks on, or is that confirmed or not? Does this chart go out to the one you love? It must be a not a romantic story, I guess, with this huge selling. Oh, we got 100? Dude, y'all are amazing. Seriously. Friggin' love y'all. Thank you so much for just being here for me daily. I'll try to be here for you daily, I guess, right? You don't know what you were doing without using fibs more often? Dude, they're a very cool tool. Man, I think they're pivotal. I think Fibonacci is pivotal to use in any kind of strategy. I don't care if it's Elliott waves, harmonics. Well, you have to have it harmonics. That's like advanced harmonics is literally Fibonacci, but whatever. Using any kind of strategy. Even if you're swing trading, day trading, Fibonacci is important because it's everywhere, dude. It's applicable to any time scale. All right. Hold on, let me see. No, when I had JWC, man, I'll show you. 88 BTC. We had a triangle. We broke out of a smaller triangle, right? You might have been talking about the US dollar pair or something, right? But I'm zooming in real quick. Let me go to the 4 hour. Show you what we did, all right? We broke out of that triangle, did we not? I think point 1 and 2. It was really 1 and 2 here. Then we broke a little bit below it. I adjusted 1 and 2. So you had the reaction highs, reaction lows. We're out of it, but I just don't know how we're gonna make that kind of. Dude, come on, that's it. That is so weak. From a high to a low, you're at a 38% retrace. Okay, you're right at your common retrace zone, anywhere between 901 and 945 sats. That's it. All right. Look what you're already doing, man. One of your oscillators is already showing bearish divergence. So weak, dude. So weak. Okay. Yep, Benjamin's a good point. MACD's good for knowing when it's too late to buy or sell. Yeah, and also it's good to just coinciding with everything else, right? Fireworks confirmed, Brian, man. That's it. Like, I just don't know how this thing would make a measurement. The thing gets way too wide. Like, you see those wicks, man? Way too freaking wide. Okay. I don't even think we're going to reach 915. If we do, that's a good area where we could get wrecked. Okay. That is one good area. So whoever was asking about ADA, I don't know if you're talking about a descending triangle. I don't see how in the world we could have a descending triangle unless you're talking about the US dollar pair. And then if that is the case, just for, you know, for the sake of convenience for me, so I can, and you really, you just talk about the pair, right? Say, hey, I want ADA USD, not ADA period, because we all know there's different pairs, the ADA to ETC or ETH, ADA to BNB in some cases, ADA to USD, DT, right? It always is helpful being as detail oriented as possible especially when it comes to requests for me, right? Dev'd, let's see, man. thing's been on a tear, has it not? It's been on an extreme tear. I think all it's doing now is making that scrub rally, right? We can go to it. Thing looks great. Zoom out real quick so you can get some context about what's going on here, right? Jeez, man, do I have to go to the daily here? But, yeah, we do have to go to the daily. Alright. It all started with this little scrubby falling wedge, right? You just never know when these falling wedges will turn into something special. Because there was a measured move of this scrubby little wedge, just more of a short-term swing trade, right? Here. Good for us. But what's so surprising to me is the higher high, and then we ran up again from your high here to your low, almost an 88% retrace. Okay, but look where we are now. We're just now at the 50% retrace again, right? Let's see. Only on the hours. But still, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, dude. You have daily bullish convergence. That's how high you went, and we still dumped, right? But here you go. Here's that attempted rally. It's coming. The attempted rally where we only will retrace 60, 70% of the way and then dump again, and we could double top. But you know, almost certainly at this point, we will make a lower level of positive momentum if we even get any. You can see we're rallying right now, and we have still a ton of negative momentum. All right, so good luck not making extreme levels of bearish divergence on this rally, which will probably fail and crap out. Okay, they most of the time they all have this year. Okay, these pumps they'll retrace severely, and then you'll eventually bottom, and then you'll begin another retrace, and then it'll be a lower high, double top, or slightly higher high, and then we'll dump again because overwhelming bearish divergence on the daily time scale. All right, same here. Crazy that we had it. We had some, but wasn't well enough of a swing high, I guess, confirmed when we looked at it. Right? Oh, this looks like a wow, man, or fish hook, man. We could retrace 70% of the way. God, what is it? I can't remember the name of it, man. God, I just know it is most powerful in this situation. I know for a fact. I mean, you can remember the name, dude. Come on. What does he call it? Right, stupid dude. Oh yeah. Your ascending scallop, right? This is an ascending scallop, not to be confused with a descending scallop. A descending scallop is this, right? Ascending scallop. Its most powerful, most reliable form is after an uptrend and a bear trend, right? Overall, this market is still bearish, all right? And a bear trend after a nice move up. They're used, and they're most common and most reliable as a bearish reversal pattern after an uptrend. Here you go. Here's your bearish reversal pattern. We could retrace much higher than this if we wanted to. Remember, Bulkowski says 70% retrace was what he found to be the most common retrace. All right, so that's actually going to be right around 405,000 sats. All right, that's it, man. So this thing can keep going. We're just now from a high to low. I'm not using the stupid wick. From the high to low, we're right at that 382, touching it, rejecting it for now. Okay, nice positive momentum spike on the 4 hour. Very nice looking stuff on the RSI, bullish 62 on the RSI. Great, man. There you go, Dev T, man. There you go, dude. Nice one, Mark, man. Have we done Johnson & Johnson yet? Nah, HG, we have not yet. Put on the list. All right, Dan and Melissa, love y'all. All right, have a good one. Lattes, Andy Rams, do you have a latte, man? Yeah, we will do J&J, SJ, man. The scallops, yep. Sure thing, Devin. Could have sworn we actually analyzed this one on Friday. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Analyzed it, but didn't save, I don't think. Well, we're gonna have fun real quick, okay? Let's go to the weekly real quick, all right? Hold on. Yeah, definitely did not have a chance to. Well, I know it did it. I just never saved it. You can clearly see we had it like that. All right, good. Anyway, I think we had it like this. Whoops. Okay, was it like that? I think we should probably start doing here.
Can you take a look at the chart I posted in Discord? Fractal possible on the BTC weekly. Daily close tomorrow might also be a fractal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me 2 seconds, Jesse, man. Thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate that, alright? Dealing with something right now, okay? But yeah, I am. I'm in Discord. Hold on. Yes, sir. I'm looking for that chart, man. Jesse, man, what? Where was it, dude? Okay, Jesse, I found it, man. I found it. Sorry, it's in Community IRL. Fractal. I mean, it seems like a likely possibility, Jesse. I'm not sure about the weekly, but the daily is showing a little bit of strength. Okay, so despite anything you might think about a fractal developing, the scenario could be likely where we have that move to the upside before then dumping to lower prices. Okay, so no, I hear you, man. I hear you. I get that, dude. Seems like it was like this, dude. Oh yeah, this is the way I had it, I believe.
Can you look at NIO stock? My lord, I see a bullish triangle.
Sure, yeah. Kingsman, thanks for the 333. NIO, no problem, man. No problem. I'm trying to adjust this. Alright, just bear with me a second. There we go. Okay, so the anchor points, anchor point, and then we broke out. Alright. I like how we have the 25% to touch, the heart line. Ooh, we fell below. We had touched that heart line, we fell below it, then bounced, ran up, double topped like crazy. on the weekly. Good God, man. Man, you want to talk about it being a real double top, because it is a real freaking double top. And look on the weekly. Hey, remember to zoom out always. Look at your high, your rally, your higher, slightly higher high, lower levels, positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. There was extreme bearish divergence on the weekly. Okay, extreme, just like the rest of the market, man. The rest of the market had the same stuff. Okay, so not that crazy. Only on the weeks. Okay, only on the weeks. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you get that small little change. We can go to the daily, whatever. Did daily have any more? Yeah, daily was very bad too. Look, dude. Oh my God. Look at this. High, higher high. Then you double topped right here. You double topped on price at lower levels of relative strength, man. I'm just saying it's. You go in your RSI high. Actually, doesn't even. It's coming on the tail end, right? Where you had the high on price, higher high on price, and then you double topped and you had no positive momentum. So it was like this. It was like down like that, and then look, you can just see this is all you had afterwards, from here to this high where we double top. Okay, we're good. So, all right. So you had even before this, you were showing so much weakness, man. So freaking much weakness. All right. We hit the heart line and literally wicked off the heart line as well as the 200 MA, the 200-day moving average. Dang, dude. Dang. You can see, I think we had some sort of man, just kind of like this. Yep. Just like that. And we hit the heart line right there, anchor point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the bottom, and dumped and broke out of it. This was the uptrend we had when we double topped. Great, man. Bill, the boss is back. You gotta go, dude. Do not get in trouble, man. Do not get in trouble, man. What to expect Monday for the alts? I'll tell you, Devin, man, after really bad Fridays like we saw in the stock market, you could probably expect, I mean, possibly a continuation. But crypto, I don't know, crypto, we're just looking at the daily now, and it just seems like it can't last this type of weakness on selling pressure now. It just can't. I'm telling you, man, when you are making bullish divergence into like crazy bullish convergence or class A plus bullish divergence, right? You just, it's gonna break the upside, but I don't know how high we would go. All right, if that was the case. So you don't want to get caught trading crypto at work, Handy Rams. Yeah, that might not be good, right? Time thief, fire him. That's what they would say, right? You think it's a Coven handle? I don't know, man. There's no rounding action. No rounding action at all. It's just, that is not a proper way you begin your handle either, man. That's just a huge red candle, okay, on bad news in a market that's toppy, that possibly could be topping out, because we saw the monthly divergence on all the major indices, right? S&P is kind of the only thing kind of holding up now. Once that S&P breaks certain levels, it could be very, very bad very fast. All right, let's see. This was the monthly that bearish engulfing candle, so I have it pictured. Well, look what we did. We broke this upsloping support, right? You notice how we broke the upsloping support, and right at that 25% trend line of the equidistant channel. And we expect at some point in the future targets could eventually see 2370 to 2400. We could see between 2049 and 2070. And we could also see between 1500 and 1539. So we have 3 different targets, right, that we could hit. Let's see. But we're looking at the monthly too, and this is why we're looking at the monthly, because as you can see, we've got less than half the month left, and we're bearishly engulfing. When is the last time we've seen 2 out of 3 months be bearish engulfing candles? It is the first time, I believe. The first time we have seen 2 bearish engulfing candles at all in this 10-year long market rally. Okay, that March 2nd, 2009 rally. Yeah, we'll see. 1. Nope. And this is it, man. This is the first time we've seen it this whole 10-year rally. So, on a monthly time scale, I know there's fireworks. It sucks, dude. I know. You can clearly see it, man. And here you go. You just got the lower levels of volume, lower levels of positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. That's it. Okay. Thanks again, Jesse, man. Really appreciate it. Alright, sorry, just looking at chat, a lot of stuff, right? Racist things, come on, y'all. Be cool. Be cool with that stuff. That's never good. Alright, so. Well, let's look at NEO now. Not NEO. Alright. Not NEO. This is a competitor to Tesla, right? This isn't it, is it? No way. I thought I could have sworn we did this already. Is there NIO to... Y'all talking about a crypto? Stock. Okay, stock. Alright. You want to see a bullish triangle? You talking... Oh, okay, I think you might be looking for some sort of ascending triangle, right, man? Alright, I'm going to try this out. I think I know what you're talking about, but I might not. NIO. New York Stock Exchange. Here you go. This is, you're talking about that, right? I see what you're saying, man. I see what you're saying. It also looks like we... I get it. We got 1 and 2. But man, I don't know. Like, you're just looking for this, right? But it's not exactly ascending. It's more so, it's a lower high, right? It's a lower high than previous high. Okay, you're looking at that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You got your reaction highs, reaction lows you need. Okay, so I think you're saying this, but if we broke out, yeah, huge measure move both ways, right? But you could also, if you broke out, you could also do fib extensions too. Give you more conservative targets, 903, 941, 995. But I don't know if we're going to break out, all right? Remember, the tone was set with this impulse. This impulse set the tone for this asset on a chart, all right? It's bearish so far because these are just lower highs that we saw here, right? So yeah, from your highest high of the triangle to the lowest low of the triangle, fib, and you can get your targets. If you don't feel like just doing a measure move, which is huge, man. 265. That's up here, man. That's up here, man. Alright. Crazy measure move up there. And guess what? This is symmetrical, technically. So this could also break out bearishly. Or we'll break out bearishly right here at 265. There you go. Well. There you go, dude. Huge, but the measured move here might not even make, dude. Fibs, way to go. All right, way to go on your fibs. You can get a good return on fibbing. Okay. What have you used the candle body close? Instead of the wicks. Aren't the candle body closes on these down here? Candle body close, candle body close. You're just talking about the top of the candles. I remember, like, if you angle it like this, you're getting 1 touch point, 2, 3, 4 touch points, right? Makes sense. Remember, if it's not really an ascending triangle, you don't have to make it one, right? You don't have to make it an ascending triangle. Because ascending triangles can even break out bearishly. So don't even think that it's, you know, extremely bullish. Because there's always percentages of failures, right? So remember, the impulse down set the tone for this. So wait for confirmation. Or buy, if one wants to buy at the bottom of the triangles, that's the lowest risk areas. That's it. No, I don't think we saw the capitulatory move yet, Mr. Majesty, excuse me. All right. Okay. A necessity. Everyone's talking about it being a necessity. I mean, it's just kind of standard. I mean, it's not like someone had knowledge to this and they're so smart and so good that no one else knew about it before them, right? Like, you know, the capitulatory move has been around for a long time. Okay, very long time. I believe it was the first tip of the week when I used to do those on the first organization I was at. That was the first tip I ever gave people, was a capitulatory V move. All right, so it's not like someone's special and knows that and everyone else just, oh, what? Stole that, man. So yeah, I don't think we're quite there yet, Majesty Man. All right. So thanks for the 170 people still tuned in, tuned towards your YouTube. Been live now, hour and 24 minutes. Feel free to hit that like button, that bell, that sub. If you're enjoying the stream, okay. Sorry for being late, but had some pretty insane stuff going on, and I'm talking like literal insanity. All right. That's okay, man. That's okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Just got a 6-pack of 805 dev'd. Man, sounds good, dude. Sounds good. Look, gonna get out of here, y'all. All right, covered a lot, man. Covered 13 charts tonight. It's not bad. Not too bad, man. All right, not our worst, not our best. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Thanks so much for this contributions, the likes, the subs, everything. Y'all are amazing. Can't do this without you. All right, I'm here for you, and it's about the charts and the technical analysis, nothing else. All right, so we're having a good time doing it, investing in ourselves, positivity to Jesus, man. Right, so I'll be back tomorrow. So until next time, respect, T, A.